the first deal that we had an opportunity to raise money for, we raised $0.
Exactly.
$0. And some of these guys are just coming for the first time. They're raising $500,000, $750,000.
People that came in thinking, oh my God, capital raising is so hard. And now they're raising capital. Oh my God, Excel is the worst thing ever. How am I ever going to learn how to underwrite to now spitting out deals on a daily basis?
Submitting LOIs all over the place.
Because it's the same struggles that we went through, and we had to figure out the hard way to simplify that process. And now you get to benefit from that. You want to find somebody that has done what you've already done, that is still doing it, that is willing to teach you at the highest point of leverage to shorten your time to getting results.
So Les, when it comes to investing, right? You know, we have a lot of people that invest in different things. We have people that invest in single family homes and they want to be a landlord and they have this pride of ownership kind of thing, right? In your take, would you invest in as being an active investor or being a passive investor? Which one do you think would be ideal for busy professionals that we serve?
No, for busy professionals, passive all the way, right?
Okay.
Because I remember when I started my real estate journey and I have a property and I was doing the landlording, I was a landlord. You know, because there's this like misconception that being a landlord is passive, like buying rental properties is passive. But there's nothing passive about being a landlord. So as a busy professionals, passively investing in apartment communities like this it's a much more powerful strategy to do, right?
Right.
But now, if you want to be like an owner operator, then maybe the active side is for you.
But that
will require you to put in the time, right? There's nothing passive about being an operator for sure.
But is there like an advantage of being an owner and operator compared to being passive? Like, what is the main? What do you think a lot of people are looking for specifically? Because some people don't even know what passive means or what active means. So when people are saying they want to invest in real estate, what are they really looking for? I think that's the main thing.
Exactly. It starts with the goals that you're looking for, right? If you're just looking to create passive income, if you're just looking to create income outside of your 9 to 5 without trading your time, without giving an additional time for it, then passive makes more sense. Right?
Got you.
Because you don't have to put in more effort. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to manage any property.
Right.
You don't have to manage property manager. So it's passive for you. Now, if you're looking to build a business in real estate, then the active side makes more sense for you. That's where you become the operator and you're able to create value that maybe attracts other people that want to be passive investors.
Got you. And I think a lot, because I've had an opportunity to talk with hundreds and sometimes now thousands of investors, a lot of people are just looking for a way for them to diversify outside of the stock market.
Yes.
Because a lot of people have always said that one of the best ways to build wealth is real estate. And the reasoning behind that is that, you know, people always need a place to stay. And you provide housing for people, you're always going to make money in real estate. And I think when it comes to investing, people have to understand, like you said, their goals is number one. What is your goal? Some people think that when they buy real estate, automatically they become wealthy, which is like a misconception, I think.
Absolutely.
It takes some work, and they say you make money in the buy.
Absolutely.
So whether you're doing single family home or you're doing multifamily real estate, whether you're passive or active, when you buy it, determine how you're going to do long term, right?
Absolutely.
But I think for busy professionals specifically, folks that want to spend more time with their kids, folks that are looking to do the things that they're passionate about, people that love to do work, but they don't have the energy and time to deal with tenants, termite, toilet, and deal with the late night calls, and they still want to be able to achieve everything that comes to real estate.
Yes.
I think the passive route is one of those things that they should definitely be looking into.
I agree, because there's a huge learning curve when it comes to the active side, right? Because you're going to be managing a business and it requires time. Right now, you get the rewards from it after a long period of time, but there's a huge learning curve to that. For busy professionals, you earn enough income, you want to get the tax benefits, the appreciation and the cash flow. Passive investing is for you because you don't have to put in any extra time to make that money for yourself. So
what would somebody really consider doing the active side? I think there's a lot of advantage too to actually doing the active side. What would a busy professional, because we've worked this up a lot. We were once busy professionals, and we got to a point where we decided, you know what, we want to go the active route. What would somebody consider doing the active side?
You want to build a business in real estate, then the active side is for you, right? Because over time, after building the portfolio, then you have a business that gives you cash flow, appreciation, and tax benefits as well. So for people looking to build a business outside of their 9 to 5, active investing is for you, because what you're doing is actually building a business, not just investing in real estate. It's a business that invests in real estate. So that's a key distinction. Whereas you could invest in real estate without building a business and become a passive investor. Yeah.
And you still get a cash flow, the appreciation, and the tax benefit as well.
You still get all those benefits.
So Leslie, when you look at a big property like this, do you think, like this apartment building that you see right now that we're in front of, do you think somebody can passively own something like this?
1000%. This building is owned by investors.
Okay.
There are investors right now that are sitting maybe somewhere in California and receiving cash flow from this building, right? So it could be owned by one person, it could be owned by a group of investors, but what we realize from studying the ownership data of buildings like this is most of them are owned by groups of investors, and a lot of them are actually passive investors.
But a lot of them don't know they can own it though.
And most of them I've never seen this building before.
Right.
But they make money from it.
Yeah, but a lot of people like a lot of busy professionals that we know, like we used to not were aware that this is possible for you to own buildings like this. So what if somebody is interested in learning about how they can own this kind of a building, what are some of the things you think, what would they need to do to understand that they can actually own something like this as one of the owners of a property like this?
First of all, it's the understanding, right? It all starts with awareness. You first of all understand that opportunities like this exist for you.
Absolutely.
As an investor.
Absolutely.
Now, once you do that, then you start learning, how do I find the right investments to invest in? For example, this is a great investment actually because it's in a great market. We're right now in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you look around you here, you can see all signs of like a growing city.
Right.
Because you have new buildings, new businesses emerging. This is the kind of places where you want to invest in. It starts with the location. Right. So once you understand that this kind of investments are available to you, you educate yourself on how to pick the right investments. You associate yourself with other people that have experience doing it before, doing this for a while, and you learn from them, right? And then you take the action and you start investing.
How would somebody be able to figure out a good partner to work with when it comes, because people want to do it. Everybody wants to deploy their capital because we already know the money that is not invested is losing its value every year by about 3 to 4% each year, right?
Yes.
So somebody has this capital either in their old retirement account or have it sitting in their savings account and they want to invest, but they don't know the next step. How would they go about finding the right people to work with? The people that will actually give them the cash flow, the tax benefits, the appreciation, and doesn't give them any headache at all. How would they go about finding this kind of group?
That's a great question because that's something that we struggled with when we started as well, right?
Yeah.
It's like you come to the awareness of this information, then you start asking yourself, okay, where can I go to learn about this? Who can I talk to, right? And that's the reason why we created our platform the way we created our platform. You remember, one of our taglines is grow your mind, grow your wealth, right? Yeah. Because that journey of growing your wealth truly starts with growing your mind, educating yourself. When we started, we used to spend a lot of time on YouTube, listening from different experts, listening to a lot of podcasts, reading books. Now, there are a lot of good books out there on investing, how to pick the right investors, how to pick the right operator. That's a good place to start, right? One great book is Hands of Investor by Brian Burke. It's a good one for passive investors and active investors. You could use that to learn. You could also join the Excite Capital platform, the community where we provide a ton of education, right? Education that you use either to invest with Excite Capital or you use it to make investment decisions with anybody else, but key things when you're looking to invest, you want to work with operators that have experience,
right?
That have done this before. You want to have operators that have a track record, and not just a track record. Actually, one of the most powerful lessons I've learned is that you want to work with operators that understand you as an investor. Right.
I understand where you're coming from. That's good.
You as an investor, right? Because what I've learned is like a lot of like the larger firms, they look at us doctors, CRNAs as just a name on the spreadsheet. Right. So the investment decisions are based on multiple names on the spreadsheet. Whereas for us at Excite Capital, when we look at our investors, we see ourselves. Right. We see the struggles that we put in to raise capital to save $50,000 or $100,000. We know how hard it is to work as a professional to create that income that you invest in. So that goes into our investment decisions, right?
Absolutely.
And when I look back over the last years, I think that is one of the main reasons why We didn't do a capital call.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons why we've had 100% capital preservation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because those things play a role in our decision-making process.
I love it. That's a really good point. The person that I'm about to work with, do they understand me?
Yes.
Do they understand my issues?
Yes.
My struggles?
Yes.
How I make my money?
Exactly.
Where I'm going?
Yes.
And I think that's a really good point right there for we to kind of have somebody that understand you and go in every day to make sure.
Yes.
You know, the promise that they made, they keep it because they are you.
Exactly.
You know, so that makes a lot of sense. When we came to a point where we said, you know, we want to not only just invest in real estate, we want to actually build a business in real estate, right? One of the things that we found really, really hard was finding somebody that's been there, done it, still doing it, and have the time to teach us. So if somebody right now is saying, you know what, I want to create a business. I want to create a business long-term in real estate. What are some of the things you think somebody needs to do today to be able to get them on that path where they can actually build a business when it comes to investing in these kind of apartment buildings?
One of the key important things to understand with that point is this, right? We first of all got to understand that key point of leverage. By leverage, I mean is that understanding that you want to find somebody that has done what you've already done, that is still doing it, that is willing to teach you, and invest whatever resources, pay that person, whatever the person needs for that person to guide you. That's one of the things that I think that really helped us at Excite Capital. Mm-hmm. We understood that in the beginning and we did not hesitate to invest in ourselves.
Absolutely.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you first of all have to realize that the highest point of leverage to shorten your time to getting results is to have the right mentor that is guiding you. And now when you go out there looking for a mentor, unfortunately, there's been a lot of negativity around mentorships. You know, a lot of people go out there and claim that they can mentor people when they don't have the experience that is necessary
to do
and
that.
We fell into that, right?
Yep.
We fell into that where we paid somebody to mentor us and realized, oh my God, this is a mess. And what do?
We went and did it again.
We went and paid somebody else again. And the second person, we learned, oh, okay, this is not as great again. And what do we do after that?
We paid another one again. I think the thing is, like we said, look for someone that's been there, done it, still doing it, and have the time to teach you. You have to make sure the person that you're looking for to teach you has actually gone on the path. You said something earlier that was very, very profound is, does this person understand me and where I'm going?
Yes.
I think if you're able to find somebody that has been where you go or who knows you very well, understand the struggles you're going through, understand your schedule, they'll be able to figure out how to guide you on the path. Because the essence of mentorship is not to help the person do the work, rather to be a guide.
To help
them say, hey, listen, if you go this way, you have a better chance of succeeding. If you go this way, there's a pitfall right here. If you go this way, there's a better chance of you succeeding. And the person is still doing it and they are understanding what's going on in the industry every day. So I think a lot of people that want to be active, they want to actually go do this as a business and get all the benefit that comes with it as a business, they definitely need to learn. Just like when you go through school, right? And you finish from undergrad, you go through internship, and you go through shadowing somebody that knows the job better than you until you now become a skilled worker and your money now goes up. It's the same way in business. For you to go into something that you've not done before, find somebody that can actually guide you through that process. And I think mentorship is one of those big ones that helped us significantly to be able to acquire $276 million worth of assets and are on track to being a billion-dollar company.
No, and the results speak for themselves, right? And that's one of the things that I love about the mentorship that we have, because we have other medical professionals, other busy professionals that has come in to get guidance from us. We've walked down their path before. We know how what you can do, like the pain points that we had to solve,
right,
to be successful, despite everything that we had going on, our schedules and all of that, is the same things that we're teaching our mentees. And the results speak for themselves.
I can imagine those numbers, man.
I know. Over $9 million these guys have
raised, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Do you remember how long it took for us to raise a single dollar?
Dude, the first deal that we had an opportunity to raise money for, we raised $0.
Exactly.
$0. And some of these guys are just coming for the first time. They're raising $500,000, $750,000. You know, it's amazing to see that you can actually point to somebody and see that they go do what you ask them to do, what you teach them to do, And guess what? They're able to get those results.
Seeing Mentees going from 0 to $33 million in assets
under management
in 6 months.
Wow,
right?
yeah.
People that came in thinking, oh my God, capital raising is so hard. And now they're raising capital. Right?
And people don't know that. People think that a lot of people tell them out there that, oh, you need to go ask people for money. You got to go raise capital. Not knowing that you can actually attract capital. Money can actually come to you. And again, all of those things people don't understand.
Money is always looking for a place to
go.
Right?
Money is all over the place. Yeah.
You know, like people that came in, oh my God, Excel is the worst thing ever. How am I ever going to learn how to underwrite, to now spitting out deals on a daily basis?
Submitting LOIs all over the place.
Because it's the same struggles that we went through, and we had to figure out the hard way to simplify that process. And now you get to benefit from that.